Whimsy attends the Spooktacular convention. The third annual Whimsy Spooktacular took our favorite podcasters, Megan and Liam, on a festive fall adventure to the ultimate Halloween convention. This year's event was held at a charming new hotel nestled beside the peaceful waters of Crystal Lake, a name that sounded oddly familiar, though no one could quite remember why. Megan and Liam arrived via Voli Airlines Flight 180, a smooth ride with just a tiny bump of turbulence that made Liam dramatically clutch his armrest and whisper, "This feels like the start of a movie." Megan rolled her eyes and offered him a candy corn. At the airport, they picked up their rental car, a 1958 red Plymouth Fury that looked like it had just rolled off a movie set. It gleamed under the Ohio sun, and while it drove like a dream, Liam swore it purred when he touched the steering wheel.
You're trying to tell me I let Liam drive?
The hotel's address was 428 Elm Street, Springwood,
I want to
Ohio.
survive this.
Again, something about it tickled the back of their minds, but they chalked it up to coincidence. After all, it's Halloween season, spooky names are part of the fun. The drive to the hotel was scenic and uneventful, though they did pass a small town called Derry, where they spotted a red balloon tied to a storm drain. "That's festive," Megan said. Liam locked the car doors. Upon arrival, they were greeted by Norma, the front desk attendant with a warm smile and a name tag that read, "Overlook Hospitality." She handed them the key to room 237, a spacious suite with a flat-screen TV, a mini fridge, and a puzzle on the desk. The carpet had a funky geometric pattern that made Liam dizzy if he stared too long. Just minutes after settling in, the room phone rang.
You sound like a...
Liam answered, and a cheerful voice asked, "What's your favorite scary movie?" followed by a soft chuckle. It was Norma, just checking in to make sure everything was perfect. Her sense of humor was quirky, but charming. The convention was a whirlwind of fun, panels, workshops, and themed activities galore. The highlight was the costume contest on the final night. After a day of panels and checking out the activities, the two became hungry. Dinner was served with flair. The menu featured a playful nod to horror cinema, liver with fava beans and a nice Chianti, though most guests opted for the chicken fingers and mac and cheese. The only rule: no food after midnight. The party was a spectacle. Guests arrived dressed as everything from classic monsters to modern movie icons. The ballroom was decorated with cobwebs, flickering candles, and a fog machine that gave everything a mysterious glow. A vintage TV in the corner played static, occasionally flickering with a black and white image of a well in the woods. Megan, a proud Trekkie, had crafted a detailed costume of her favorite Starfleet captain, complete with a communicator badge and a mask that made her look ready to beam up. Liam went for something a little more nostalgic. Good guy's costume, complete with overalls, red hair, and a plastic toy knife. As the night wore on, Megan and Liam reached into their pockets and realized their key was missing. They retraced their steps, only to find the key sitting neatly on the puzzle table in the lobby. The puzzle? Completed, showing the image of a puppet on a tricycle. Neither of them had touched it. Back in their room, the TV was on, playing a loop of static and soft whispers. Liam was unable to make out the whispers. "They're here." The fridge was stocked with cans labeled green plankton, and the mirror had a faint message written in condensation, "Red rum."
Dear.
Megan turned to Liam. "Okay, this hotel is definitely leaning into the Halloween theme." Liam nodded. "I love it."
Hello, and welcome to this week's episode of Chasing the Whimsy, the Spooktacular.
Yay.
It's like our favorite tradition, I think.
Halloween's my favorite holiday, so.
So we just listened to basically kind of like a radio play ish. I'm gonna call it a radio play because I don't know what else to call it. Just a story.
Yeah, I guess fiction podcast sort of thing.
So I hope you noticed that it was Halloween themed. There were some Halloween horror movie things.
I actually didn't notice at all.
Not at all.
I'm screwed, honestly.
Man, I hope today goes good because I've been excited for weeks. This thing has been half ready for like 6 weeks, no joke. Like I was so excited for it. But before we get started, this episode is sponsored by Jack-o'-lantern. Yes, those pumpkins you spend those 3 hours carving only for them to collapse in moldy heap by Tuesday. Want to impress your neighbors with your artistic skills and questionable life choices? Grab a groud? Gourd. Stab it repeatedly and proudly display your hollowed out corpse of a it's hollowed out corpse on your porch. Nothing says I'm emotionally ready for Halloween like a flickering candle inside a vegetable. How do we feel about jack-o'-lanterns? I know Lane's allergic to them.
Apparently, they used to carve turnips instead of pumpkins.
Why?
They just carved turnips, bro. I don't know. They hadn't thought of pumpkin.
Right? Lane, have you ever carved like you can't scoop the stuff out in the middle,
No,
right?
I've done that before,
Okay.
but I just
Do you enjoy?
break out now.
What? Are you allergic to pumpkin?
Yeah, I think we talked
What
about this.
things are you allergic to, dude?
Quite a bit. I'm allergic to palm trees.
Are you really?
What part of the palm tree? If you touch the bark, are you okay?
I think so, yeah. I think it's like I have no.
The palminess. Liam, this is your first episode with an ad read. We're being sponsored by Jack-o'-lantern. How do you feel about that?
We were sponsored by Sunshine last time, so
Dude, that was amazing. Sophie right now is actually working on her pumpkin.
yes, it's going swimmingly, I think. Her mom is not at all helping, as all parents do with homework.
Right. So yeah, sponsored by Jack-o'-lantern. In case, see, this is a big episode, so we need to show off our chops and that we know how to do some ad reads.
We need the big names in Halloween to be sponsoring us, like
Right.
Jack-o'-lantern.
Right. Like if you think about like who else could we have sponsoring Halloween?
Candy corn.
Yeah, but I don't know if it maybe next year. But does anybody like candy corn? I'll eat candy corn.
Okay, so my mom is the pickiest person in the entire world and likes nothing. She likes candy corn.
Candy corn's horrible.
I guess.
She will just eat it by the bag, and she doesn't eat like snacks or anything really, but she will eat a whole bag of candy corn.
Do you think candy corn?
I spend like half of the Halloween season trying to convince myself that I actually like it.
It's horrible.
But maybe tolerate it is like the truest form of what's happening.
Do you think candy corn specifically like because it's a icon?
Listen, somebody is keeping this alive. So I mean, it's been around since God knows how long, and they're still making it.
Right.
And not just like one brand either, like the Brock's. What is it called, Brock's?
Yeah, I think so.
Brand or whatever. But like off brands, everybody makes candy corn, so somebody's got like it.
Is that kind of like why they only do it for Halloween? Because could you find candy corn for like Valentine's Day?
I don't think they make it. It's not like Peeps where they tried to
Right.
push it across all the different holidays.
Right. Seasonal candies.
It's like fruitcake.
Yeah. Okay.
Except where have you found fruitcake?
Right.
Like candy corn still exists.
You got it. So go ahead and buy a pumpkin, carve a face, pretend I'm not judging you, and when it's inevitably turns into a sad puddle of orange goo, just remember you did this. You brought this chaos into the world. Thank you, Jack-o'-lantern.
You did this to us.
You did this.
You did this.
So, okay, kind of a big I like to think it's a big episode. I'm excited. So, one of my favorite episodes this year so far has definitely been the challenge episodes.
Yes.
So this will be a challenge episode.
Okay.
Okay. So, I can't show you what maybe I can. Hold on. Check out.
It's shaky.
Look at the background. Look, I get all festive with it.
It's so spooky.
Right. So I got into it. So, as a challenge episode, the idea is you two need to decide: are you guys going to play together, or are you going to play against
I want
each
to see
other?
what she said.
Really? Wow.
No, because I have an answer. I already said I have an answer.
Oh, okay. We should play together and be cooperative, as
Okay.
we always are, Liam.
That's what I said.
That's what he said. So here's the challenge for you. You have to get all 16. Okay. So on the Patreon right now, there is the voice that we just heard, the script, and that there's 16 answers. So you guys need to come with all 16. If you do, you will win a prize tonight.
I think there's only 2 that I'm legitimately about to crash out on because I don't
Right.
really know what they are. But other than that, I think we've got it.
I think there's 2 that are kind of like towards the end. I think there's one that's gonna be a little way obscure.
Because mine's towards the beginning.
I know. So but you guys have any prizes. And then, because there's a challenge episode, any listener that goes on, emails me, texts me, writes it out, mails it to me, however they answer it, they will also win the same prize you will. Maybe a little extra. But you guys are playing for tonight. Are you ready?
Oh no, here we go.
You guys are playing for Ming Chen signed Fan Fusion postcards.
When did you get Ming to sign these?
I was just at Chronicon.
Okay, because I was gonna say, like, it's a fan fusion, but I was there when you were talking to Chen the fan fusion, and I didn't see any cards, dude.
Well, because I have so many of these. And I was playing the live streams, right? And so when the live stream at Chronicon, I was gonna give some of these out. So I'd Ming Chen sign like 10 of these. So I gave out a couple. I have a few extras, but I figure you guys can play for your own Ming Chen signed postcard
I could dig it.
from a con that he was at and that we were also at.
I've never wanted something more.
That was my first time meeting Ming Chen, so I'm very motivated.
Check out that signature though. He does it both Ming and then he does it in his kanji.
Yeah, definitely better than my signature, so I can learn something from this.
So there's 3, one for each of you and one for the listener winner.
Kelly becomes a listener.
Nikki and Edwin may have already started because I did release it already on this like late this morning. So
Early this morning?
Where?
on Patreon.
Oh, I'm not part of it. I'm being punished.
They did not get all of it yet, but I did reply back that says you guys are close, but there's still a couple missing. So so what we're gonna do today is you guys are gonna go ahead and read the story again. And then I've prompted a couple areas in which we have some discussion and some games. I'm gonna let you guys read it because clearly I tried to read Jack-o'-lantern and I can't read Gord.
See, I'm a little bit nervous because at least every time I'm doing an ad read, I could just try again.
Right.
We'll see if we can take what we dished out.
Right. I figured like I could have played it again, but I'm like, well, that's not fun. No one wants to hear 3.5 minutes of the same because I'm gonna play it at the end also. Give everybody a couple of chances to hear it.
Okay, yeah, so they can kind of because like you can't necessarily keep up with the story and the references at the same time.
So there's a couple, so that way they're not always like rewinding, fast forwarding. They can kind of like they heard it once, they'll hear you read it, so they can make notes, and at the end they can do the last one and see what they come up with. What are you looking for, Liam?
Just looking around.
All right, you ready to do this?
Absolutely.
You got to put in your 50% on this win. All right.
Take your rights.
All right, let's do it. Go ahead, Megan.
Okay. Whimsy attends the Spooktacular convention. The 3rd annual Whimsy Spooktacular took our favorite podcasters, Megan and Liam, on a festive fall adventure to the ultimate Halloween convention. This year's event was held at a charming new hotel nestled beside the peaceful waters of Crystal Lake, a name that sounded oddly familiar, though no one could quite remember why. Megan and Liam arrived via Volare Airlines Flight 180, a smooth ride with just a tiny bump of turbulence that made Liam dramatically clutch his armrest and whisper, "This feels like the start of a movie." Megan rolled her eyes and offered him a candy corn. At the airport, they picked up their rental car, a 1958 red Plymouth Fury that looked like it had just rolled off the movie set. It gleamed under the Ohio sun, and while it drove like a dream, Liam swore it purred when he touched the steering wheel. The hotel's address was 428 Elm Street, Springwood, Ohio. Again, something about it tickled the backs of their minds, but they chalked it up to coincidence. After all, it's Halloween season. Spooky names are part of the fun. The drive to the hotel was scenic and uneventful, though they did pass a small town called Derry, where they spotted a red balloon tied to a storm drain. That's festive, Megan said. Liam locked the car doors.
So, I think if I did my count right, I think we're about 5. We're at 5.
Okay.
So that's where the count is.
Can I round this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Your copy for sure. It's a fun little idea, right? So, Liam, what town in a horror movie? What horror movie town would you like to live in?
What? None.
Yeah, none, literally.
Probably like the It one. I feel like that. No. Elm Street just sounds scary.
Right?
Okay, but like in Elm Street, at least the first one, only like poor high school kids are getting killed. I'm way older than them, so I actually could probably like flourish there.
Right.
Have a 9-to-5 job. Sometimes read about you guys dying in the paper. It'd be fine.
Right? But then if you do get sucked in, you got all kinds of cool stuff happening in Dream World.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Haddonfield, which is the place where Halloween 1978 takes place.
Okay.
Because bad things only happen on Halloween night and the day after, and I could just take a vacation those days and just leave. And then I come back, and then my town's
You go to
perfect.
convention. Oh, sorry, it's somewhere in Elm. In Elm, sorry, it's not in Haddonboro.
Haddonfield. Yeah, I was like, whoops, I went to Florida,
Sorry.
went to Pensacola. I was out for a week
Right.
just to make sure.
Where are you going, Liam?
Where she said.
Yeah, it sounds great.
I'm going to Halloween Town, man. Nightmare Before Christmas, baby.
Oh, I thought you meant like Halloween Town. Kelly, that's what it's called, right? Yeah, like Halloween Town High.
Like any Halloween.
Well, it's like it's a children's movie
Yeah.
on Disney.
Yeah.
But it's mostly like spooky and not scary.
Right. I'd totally go hang out with Jack Skeleton. Dude, that looks like so much fun. They had a blast putting the Christmas together.
Yeah, Halloween, Christmas. I don't know, because like everything looks drafty and sad in Halloween Town. Like it's great if you're a monster, but if you're like a regular person, you'd be like, dude, can I get some like curtains in these windows? Or
Right? Or can we turn on a heater? And can you not throw me in a bag?
can
And
we not sing about Halloween today? Like
I don't know. I think that'd be a pretty cool place. I can't think of any other really like interesting
whatever
ones.
place Carrie takes place is like
Like Sherman,
you're-
Illinois or some shit.
yeah, you're not a high schooler, so you're fine. Just don't work at the school.
If you lived in in whatever town that you picked, would you want to be like main character, or you want to be the guy who's like cleaning up the mess the day after?
Clearly, the guy who's cleaning up the mess the day after, you're the main character. You might not survive.
Well, if I'm a main character, I'm always going to survive.
Sometimes they die, especially in the sequel.
Liam's a legacy character. He's like, you can't get rid of me.
That's true, though. Jamie Lee Curtis has survived so far in Halloween, all the way up into the ones that happened like 2
Yeah.
years ago. So
How do we feel about legacy characters coming back? Should they? Because Scream, their rumors is they want to get rid of Nev Campbell, Courtney Cox.
okay,
Do we think we're at a place at Scream 10 that we can get rid of legacy characters?
I mean, very
Like, when did we get rid of Nancy from Nightmare on Elm Street 1? Because she was in like 3, right? No, she even came back in the New Nightmare.
'cause we actually just watched. I know what you did last summer.
Oh yeah.
They have 2 legacy
Yeah.
characters in there: Freddie Prinze Jr. and what's her face?
Buffy.
Yeah,
Sarah Michelle Gellar.
but
Did they die? Spoiler.
I'm not gonna spoil it.
Oh, okay, deal.
But the point is that the legacy characters are supposed to keep the like whole franchise alive,
Right.
which I think is just stupid. I think you should move on and just keep moving.
Unless you do it the Chucky route, and then I lean into it all day. Like, bring Tilly back, bring Chucky back, bring back his daughter. Like, all those people are hilarious.
I mean, they are hilarious, but at some point I feel like it's played out. Like, you gotta bring new blood into
Yeah.
the thing.
What was it? David Sawa. He plays in all 3 seasons of the Chucky series, but is different character.
Well, that's good because that's a different
Right.
character, though. It's not leaning on the same
Right.
tropes, leaning on the same personalities,
Right.
because we don't want to see the same personality go through the same strife again and again and again.
Like, to be Dev Campbell and be like, man, I have the worst luck. I've been in 8 of 10 of these things.
Well, and then it also makes, like, it cheapens some of these slasher films because
Mhm.
when you had like Halloween 1978 or Nightmare on Elm Street or, like any of those, Friday the 13th, there was an aspect of like randomness and it could happen to anyone. But the
Mhm.
more times you bring back a legacy character, the more it seems personal and
Mhm.
motivated, which kind of takes away from the point of a slasher film, which
Right.
is it could happen to anyone. It's like, no, wait, they had a reason to go after that
Right.
person. So I might not have that same reason. I might be safe. The randomness of the attack is what makes it scary to
Right.
people. Is I could be, by Camp Crystal Lake, and somebody could just axe me for no reason just because I'm there.
I just like the idea that the idea that you don't know you're gonna get out. If everybody gets like hack and slashed, like if you're in it, you're like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it through this thing. And I like the that thrill of like, will they make it? Will they not make it? But when you see
Right.
Jamie Lee Curtis, like she's gonna make it.
But here's the thing: in 1978,
Yeah.
when that movie came about, we didn't know that she was
Right.
going to make it. Jamie Lee Curtis was basically a nobody,
Right.
so nobody saw a big name and said, "Well, she's making it to the end."
Scream Queen.
Everybody was a nobody in that situation.
How crazy is it that your career like just takes off because of that one? Like not just because isn't she a legacy kid? Isn't her parents in showbiz?
I have no idea.
It sounds vaguely familiar.
Jamie Lee Curtis's parents?
Yeah, I want to say she's a legacy kid. All right, we'll continue with the story. Go ahead, Liam.
Okay. Upon arrival, they were greeted by Norma, the front desk attendant with the warm smile and a name tag that read "Overlook Hospitality." She handed them a key to room 237, a spacious suite with a flat screen TV, a mini fridge, and a puzzle on the desk. The carpet had a funky geometric pattern that made Liam dizzy if he stared too long.
Mhm.
Just minutes after settling in, the room phone rang. Liam answered, and a cheerful voice asked, "What's your favorite scary movie?" Followed by a soft chuckle. It was Norma just checking in to make sure everything was perfect. Her sense of humor was quirky but charming. The conversation was a whirlwind of fun panels, workshops, and themed activities galore. The highlight was the costume contest on the final night.
All right, every good con. Megan and I put 2 together for Fan Fusion. We're putting 2 more together for ChooseCon. What Halloween themed panel do you put together, and who do you have guests with you? They could be either the actor or the character.
Actor or so it's a Halloween themed panel.
Right. Like you want to do like skincare with Freddy Krueger, Jason. What kind of panel are you going to put together?
I don't know. I think it'd be kind of interesting to see a lot of the people behind the masks of a lot of these things.
Oh,
Because,
get
like,
Robert England.
yeah. Well, and not even that, too, because Robert England is like this guy who talks and everything like
Mhm.
that. But when you see Michael Myers in the first movie, at least, you only see his face once.
Right.
And it's briefly when she takes off his mask, he pulls it right back on. I've seen some interviews with these guys, and it's kind of interesting because they're in the movie and they're there the entire time, and there's big presence, but nobody knows who they are.
Right. Right. Because they only know the mask, not the guy behind the mask or the voice
Right.
behind the mask. Like,
Yeah, like you're looking at Predator and stuff like. There's people who are actually wearing these costumes, and is there an art to that kind of stage presence where you're completely covered up by mask? You can't use your face. Is there like nuanced that kind of
right.
acting?
It's like the Pedro Pascal, like he's Mandalorian, but he's like, you never see him.
Yeah, exactly. It's the same thing. It's like Judge Dredd.
Yeah.
Carl Urban in the newest Judge Dredd, he never ever takes his his helmet off.
And he never smiled during the entire shoot.
Correct. And
like he got super meta into it.
Yeah, but is there like a different art to that? Because
Right.
a lot of these characters do not even talk.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't see their face. It's basically just actions, but you can't overdo it either.
Right.
You can't just gesticulate and hope that's going to work because it's an alien, it's a monster,
Right.
it's a Michael Myers. I thought that'd be kind of interesting.
That would be cool. Man behind the mask.
And they're all like 8 feet tall.
Yeah.
Like we went to the Museum of Pop Culture in Seattle
Mhm.
and saw the original jumpsuit for Michael Myers,
yeah.
and it's insane.
Yes.
Standing next to it is insane. You're like, oh my god, I would be terrified too. Like that is so tall.
Right.
Like it doesn't even come off as much in the movie as it does when you're standing there in real life and you're going, I would be freaking screwed if I was next to this guy and he was attacking me.
Oh. What you got, Wayne? What kind of panel are you putting together?
I'm gonna do a mix of like Billy and Chucky and the people from Toy Story and have like just a toy panel.
Nice. That'd be kind of cool.
Big meme toys.
And then you get all the toys from under the bed who are like, hey man, we're not really evil, but they try to depict us as evil.
Mhm.
What was it in Toy Story when they're Woody walking around and he's like, everybody did good. He's like, don't forget the meeting on plastic corrosion awareness meeting today. So like William's like, hey man, we're doing the the toy panel. That'd be kind of cool.
Toy soldiers. I don't know if anyone watched that movie as a kid, but
The little army men, right?
yeah, it's Army Man, and then there's like these kind of like monster guys, and they have like this whole lore behind them, but they come to life via like some computer chips. Because wasn't that like the whole thing in the 90s was like, oh, a computer chip suddenly made this thing like animated
Right.
somehow, and now it has this. It was like AI before AI was a
Okay.
thing.
And then later you also get like was the puppet puppet master. So you get like 12, you get like 6 of those movies where you have all these like crazy little puppets that have like drill heads and they're attacking and eating people.
Yeah, I guess Sid's toys were kind of like
Yeah.
a little bit of a horror genre.
Right. Well, and then because then there's a whole section of the panel where he's just like, hey man, we're not all bad.
Yeah, we just look scary.
Like we didn't feel like, sometimes it's job's a job, sometimes,
Shoot, I got one.
baby head with was that the technic
It was like
the erector sets, yeah, with the erector set arms. I might go with like improving your kill count and get like, I would like to see all of the big guys come in. Not even just big guys. I'll even take some little ones, but like I would love to hear like Freddy giving like somebody else like tips, like tips and tricks, and everybody kind of being like, here's how I would do it, or like, oh,
we've even talked about Leatherface.
right, we'll get Leatherface come like Chucky be like, hey man, like I dig the chainsaw, but you got that whole farm full of other equipment and rusty things, man. Run around with a sickle.
A single screw.
Right? Yeah. I'd probably go with something a little bit like lean into the horror and just have all these guys be like helping each other improve their kill counts.
Who's been your, like, it's a panel and they're asking questions like, who's your favorite kill?
Right.
And they're all like, oh.
Or what kill do you wish that you actually followed through with, or was there an opportunity like that you missed?
Well, and it's hard because like with the kill counts, it has to increase every movie, right? So when you're looking at like the first kind of like 80s horror movies, Halloween, Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, you'd be surprised at like how many of them where the kill count is like less than double digits. It's like 6 people on some of them. It's
like the first Jason didn't have that many.
yeah,
I don't think
Friday the 13th didn't have too many. There's like some
Child's Play only had like 3 or 4. Like the babysitter, one of the doctors.
Yeah,
and then,
because back then it wasn't about like the number of people getting killed. It was more that it was shocking that people were getting killed. Now people are used to that kind of shock, so it has to be more people getting killed or more creative ways of getting killed.
Do you think our villains, our monsters, get judgy about how other people kill? Do you like Jason's like, nah, man,
Well,
just one machete.
wears them.
Well, which Jason?
what everyone just mainly machete.
Because we've got one where spoilers
Yeah.
from the 1980s movie that it's just his mom,
Right.
and then there's like the idealization of like the actual Jason, which takes it all the way up to like the end of the Jason movies.
yeah.
I think where it's like even like Freddy versus Jason
Yeah,
is
yeah.
supposed to be actually Jason in the
Like, yeah, because like Leatherface, he comes in, he's like, Art, I think you're doing a fantastic job. That's the clown, right? Art. Like
Yeah.
his stuff is like crazy too. Like, do people get like, whoa, calm down?
Have you seen that scene?
You showed it to me.
Oh yeah.
The bedroom scene at the end of 3, dude. It is intense what they're doing with it was the end of 2,
Middle of 2.
middle of 2, like the practical effects that they do on those Terrifier
It was
movies.
the worst scene I've ever seen.
It is intense,
But
dude.
that's the thing is practical effects tend to be scarier than computer generated effects.
Mhm.
Have you seen
Like-
that scene?
Yeah. Have you watched Terrifier 2?
No.
Do you have any desire to watch Terrifier 2?
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen the scene?
No.
Oh no. Yeah, it's intense.
Yeah, but I think practical effects, like I think too many movies right now sleep on the practical effects, and there's nothing like they can like replace in your mind. Seeing like actual quote unquote blood spurts, seeing actual quote unquote like people getting stabbed, because your brain can still identify when something is CGI. Like there are some movies that have used really good CGI. Like I think that the reboot of It
Mhm.
definitely did well with CGI, and a lot of the stuff that is in there is not practical at all, and it looks great, but too many of them are using it as kind of like a lazy way to get around like paying for like practical effects.
I think that's why I like the real janky like the Puniverse stuff, because like they'll lean hard into the practical effects, like
Yeah.
like like um some of those real low budget ones, like they lean into and they understand and appreciate
But
the
we're getting to a point where on the graph, the affordability is going away from being able to afford practical effects, because before CGI was so expensive,
right.
there was something that only like big labels could use. Now anybody could use like CGI, AI, whatever to generate effects. So now it's becoming more and more affordable to do that. But I don't think that it necessarily looks better or tracks better. And of course there's tons of practical effects that look terrible.
Right.
We've seen those bad
Yeah.
movies where you can see the zipper on the monster or whatever it is. But
Have you guys seen a lot of the recent AI stuff? Like one of the craziest AI are the wrestling ones. Like
yeah.
like they look very good. Like the AI of like The Rock on top of a fucking building and just power bombing people through chairs, and it looks like legit. You can still see some of the cracks in it, but for the most part, like, have you seen anything that was AI that you almost didn't realize that was AI?
sometimes when it's something that they don't change anything that wouldn't seem normal, because there's been ones where it's just like your favorite YouTuber, and you're like, oh yeah, they have 1,000 shots to generate from that person saying, "What's up, guys? This is blah blah blah." Da, 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 da. So they can pretty much track that. This is whoever's face, PewDiePie's face, Markiplier's face. Hi, this is Markiplier. What's up? Those tend to like go under the radar until they actually start talking, and you're like, something's wrong here.
Right. It's getting crazier out there. Like the how fast it's moving is wild. Like it's like every day exponentially getting better. I like those panels. We should do some panels. We should do a Halloween panel. Be like, who like, because we had Kurtzman. Like he's
We could do a horror panel at Tucson.
I know.
Tucson.
Start reaching out to some peeps and be like, hey man,
because horror is part of the things.
Yeah, yeah.
Fantasy horror, sci-fi.
and it's right after Halloween. All right. Well, thank you for the panel ideas. It's your turn.
After a day of panels and checking out the activities, the two became very hungry. Dinner was served with flair. The menu featured a playful nod to horror cinema, liver with fava beans, and a nice Chianti. though most guests opted for chicken fingers and mac and cheese. The only rule, no food after midnight.
You like that one? It's like fucking Pokemon right now.
The party was a spectacle. Guests arrived dressed as everything from classic monsters to modern movie icons. The ballroom was decorated with cobwebs, flickering candles, and a fog machine that gave everything a mysterious glow. A vintage TV in the corner played static, occasionally flickering with a black and white image of a well in the woods. Megan, a proud Trekkie, had crafted a detailed costume of her favorite Starfleet captain, complete with the communicator badge and a mask that made her look ready to beam up. Liam went for something a little more nostalgic, a good guy's costume complete with overalls, red hair, and a plastic toy knife.
Before we get into the next activity, I would also like to announce that this episode is also sponsored by Trick-or-Treating. Hey, ghouls and goblins, witches and warlocks, pause the pumpkin spice sip and lend me your ears. This episode is brought to you by the one and only Trick-or-Treating, the original door-to-door snack substitution service or subscription service. No apps, no logins, just pure sugar-fueled adventure. Whether you're candy corn connoisseur or chocolate hoarder in disguise, Trick-or-Treating, man, God, like I hate all my.
Do you need me to read it for you?
Has something for everybody. It's the only time of year where dressing like a banana and demanding sweets from strangers is not only acceptable, but encouraged. Rumor has it Liam's not trick-or-treating this year.
How old are you, bro?
15.
Should have stopped trick-or-treating 6 years ago.
No.
You know, go trick-or-treat?
I mean, yes, but
Yeah.
with a child.
You're gonna be, but you're gonna have your own pillowcase out there?
No.
Oh,
But people are getting really like creative. I feel like they don't need to be creative, but I also appreciate it because they give out like weird stuff. Like somebody was giving out like full ass Capri Suns to
Nice.
everybody. I'm like, how much money did you spend on this? Because think about it, like one pack of Capri Sun has like what is it, 8?
like 6 or 8 pouches
Yeah, pouches.
for
And you
like
gotta do
$4.
it's probably more than $4 nowadays. It's probably like $6.
So we're looking at like consider like a buck a pouch, and you're gonna give out like 100 of those things.
I mean, I guess that's fine because then you spend like $80, but it's cute and it's nice for the kids to have something to drink. Somebody gave us water bottles,
Nice.
but like for the adult.
Mhm.
So I thought that was kind of sweet.
The year we went out with Sandy and them, they had the one margarita stand.
Yeah, they had like cotton candy, snow cones, and popcorn at one. There was this one guy who was like an auctioneer last year, and he was like calling out people who were in the crowd, and he had like an entire truck bed, like a flatbed truck full of like stickers and toys, and it was insane amount of stuff. And he said, yeah, everybody can pick 3 things. Sophie was like paralyzed by the choices on there. But it was so nice because he was really funny and everybody was having a good time. But I like the people who take the extra step to make their like Halloween stuff
Yeah.
special. And a lot of people were like 10 people in one person's driveway, and they would all give you candy
Yeah.
from each bucket.
There's a lady at work for years. They have like basically almost like a block party. So they decorate their yards and then they have a contest. So there's like 9 or 10 houses that are involved in the decorating, and everybody's out on the street hanging out, and everybody's walking around, and they give out alcohol and candy and whatever else.
Did you get anything creative, Liam,
From what?
from trick-or-treating?
Like, what's the most creative candy you got from trick-or-treating?
I get like there's like a bread, kind of like a sweet bread that was given out.
Oh, so they're making like fucking muffins and shit?
Yeah, yeah. Kind of like a muffin.
Well, that's kind of cool. I don't know if now
I like that.
so here's what I'm thinking is if if it's a street like event, right? Like everybody's out on the streets and hanging out, giving out margaritas and water bottles and everything else in the popcorn machine. You eat that popcorn, right?
Okay.
But you eat the popcorn ball that someone gives you some random house down the street.
Oh, popcorn balls are so good.
Yes, because if somebody wanted to like poison something, they could easily poison the candy that you're eating. It doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Or you just not try. You know, are you one of those weird people who doesn't like eat things from other people's houses because you don't know how?
Oh,
They work?
dude, I'll eat all of it, dude. Like, I'll eat it before someone's like, "You probably shouldn't eat that." I'm like, "What?"
No, I've met a lot of people at work who are like, I just don't eat things that are made at people's houses because I don't understand the like how their house looks or the cleanliness of their house. And I'm like, okay, well, you've officially thought about this more than I ever have. But I mean, respect if that's your thing.
I guess.
You ever get like weird dentist people who give you,
Yeah,
like,
the toothbrushes.
toothbrushes and floss and everything?
I had a friend's mom who was a dentist, so every year she was giving out fucking toothbrushes. Sorry,
Which
lady.
is crazy because think about it. Your kid has a toothbrush. It's almost insulting.
Right.
Like your kid has his toothbrush at home. You know they have a toothbrush.
Like, you know that he's not brushing his teeth, but the idea would be like, I'm gonna give you an extra one because I don't think you have one at home, like your parents are neglecting you, or you're like, I'm gonna give you something that you don't need one of.
Weirdly, when I was growing up, like something that it wasn't like very prevalent, but happened was people would give you like little bits of change, like a little something with like change in it, like a little like twisted bag and it had change.
I wonder if that was like part of like an old timey tradition of like for good luck to help keep the spirits away, give someone like 48 cents.
Right, here's something for your good fortune.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
And I was always like, couldn't you have spent this change on some candy so I can get candy? I didn't appreciate it as kid. I was like, I want candy.
Right.
I don't need creativity.
A couple of talking points about trick or treating. It is the OG subscription box before monthly snack crates and curated candy bundles. There was trick or treating, your neighborhood original loot drop, which it really was. You only got it once. See, but the only problem was you only got it once a month, like once a year for 1 month.
True.
So, let's see. Hold on. What else do we have here? Doorbell Olympics. It's the only sport where your cardio meets caramel. Run, ring, repeat. Gold medal goes to the kid with the fullest pillowcase. Did you get early on? I used pillowcases. Did you guys use pillowcases?
We use pillowcases.
I
Yeah.
always had a bucket or like a nice bag.
Yeah. Well, pillowcase holds more stuff.
Wayne's like a nice bag, made of
And
satin.
it was the pillowcase from your bed too.
Yes.
So probably gross. You've been laying on it for a week or whatever, but
Like the bucket was cute for a minute, but then you get to a point where you're like, no. Well, I think the pillowcase is better because it's easier to like just wrap around your hand and carry.
well, I remember vividly we would go trick or treating with my friend Jared, and we would get so much candy that we would stop back by his house, dump out our
Right.
candy, and go out with an empty pillowcase again. And it was kind of like a psychological effect that we didn't try to have, but we did have because people would be like, "Oh my god, they don't have any candy
Oh, nice.
yet. Here, let me give you some more candy."
Liam, your brother trick or treating this year?
Yeah, of course.
Where's he going as?
Who knows? It's like,
Does he enjoy it? He seems like he just fucking loves running up to a door.
yeah, he likes it. He's gone trunk or treating twice.
Nice.
So
Always good to double dip. Did you guys go trick or treating in your neighborhood, or did you like drive to a better neighborhood to trick or treat?
well, last year I went with my friends in like a really nice neighborhood, and then the year before, we always go in our neighborhood because my mom couldn't care.
See, we would like dry out our neighborhood, and then our friend's mom would drive us to a different neighborhood.
Yeah, well,
And we might get lost. Who knows? Because we had no phones. We're in a
Right.
like strange neighborhood at night.
oh, that's what happened with us. Me and my friends, we got lost when trick or treating, so we had to because we had no service too, so it was like a mini heart attack moment.
Nice. Here's a pro tip, not even in the talking points. Rollerblades. Dude, you cover like significantly more houses. I can hit all the neighborhoods.
But does it fit in with your costume?
Doesn't matter. Does not matter. If they're only looking up here at the mask and the shirt, they're not seeing me skate away.
See now,
What
Sophie's
time do you start trick or treating now?
Ooh,
when it's dark.
Because you go to 5 to 10.
I think 5 is a little too early because you figure most people, depending on what day it is, they don't get home until roughly 5.
Yeah,
Check your phone. What time is sunset?
it's like 5:30 or something now.
Probably 6.
Well, it's on your phone, dude. Hold on, let me check it. Today, sunset was 5:39. I would say 6 o'clock. I'd say 6 to 9. I think. Well, I don't think most people stayed out after 9.
I don't think I've trick or treated longer than 2 hours.
We would stay out until people turned off their lights,
Right.
and then we were like, "There's nobody else out here. We gotta go."
Your mom wouldn't care.
No, my mom was fine with anything because, like, when we were kids, nobody really knew where their kid was, anyways. Like
Mhm.
every single day of my life, my mom didn't know where it was. And if there was like another mom willing to take care of us, she was like, "Okay, fine, be out as long as you want."
Yeah.
Even if there was school the next day, she was like, "Whatever, just don't make sure you wake up time for school."
I wish Halloween was like an off day at school.
I know.
It shouldn't be, but
Well, they used to do like a Halloween parade at our school when we were younger, and when we moved here, they didn't do that same activity. I don't know if that's just an Arizona thing, but we would all show up to school in our costumes, and we'd do like a parade, and like some of the parents would show up and like take pictures of us and stuff.
Did like maybe I'm just like making it up, but then it like I could have sworn there was a year I went to my school and all the teachers hung outside of their door and I would trick or treat all of the different teacher doors.
That'd be kind of cool.
And then that way, because like, and then you can run some activities and games in the grass in between the halls and everything else.
just a fall festival.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, like a Halloween carnival or something.
Usually the day of the teachers are like kind of laxed.
Yeah,
They like you sometimes do something.
but at least that way you got 30 different doors that the kids can trick or treat at,
Yeah,
and then that way it's all safe, it's all enclosed, and then you can throw some fucking cornhole and bob for some apples.
it's just weird to me here that like nobody seemed to wear their costumes to school. So it was like the big thing was, is this going to impress people at school?
Right.
When we were in New Jersey, like, is everyone going to think my costume's cool? I got to pick one that seems unique and individual because I don't want 10 other people to have the same costume.
Okay, 2 parts to that. Do you wear a costume to school? How pissed off are you when you get to school and someone has the same costume you have?
I don't know if I say pissed, but it would be like socially not cool because then like now you're being compared to that person's version, or because like a lot of times it would be the same like character,
Mhm.
but like a different costume.
Right.
And being like poor when we were growing up, theirs was always way cooler.
Store bought versus like handmade.
Correct. Yeah, we'd be like with the paper mask.
One that says like on it, like Mike Myers.
Astronaut.
I had the best Batman costume, so like I was kind of on the other side of it. There was a kid who had like a not so cool Batman costume, and I had like the full suit.
He had like the fabric one with like the little ears on top.
And
the cowl.
it looked like I had like pecs and stuff. Like really nice. Last time I dressed up was,
See, that was my biggest nightmare as a kid. Is like somebody else is showing up in that costume, and I'm like, oh no.
Right, like you remember like the old plastic ones with like like it was just a apron basically.
The one you get at what is it called, Party City?
Yeah. I liked Lamb's Lloyd.
first grade.
Yeah,
Me too.
I bought him that one. Still like the one time I was actually a good dad. I was like, here you go. You want Lloyd? Did you have the hat too?
And the stick.
In the key? Sweet. So yes, episode is brought to you by Trick or Treating. Costumes. Speaking of costumes, if you can go, okay, this con is real. We're going no budget. We got Kurtzman hanging out.
No budget, Dad.
Yep. What costume you guys want to dress up as? What is your go-to costume contest? What are you going as?
We have to win a contest,
Like it's next level. Like you're gonna go the 9s on this thing.
but
Like
there's no budget.
in theory, no budget.
Most realistic Iron Man suit.
Like made out of cardboard.
No, like the YouTuber who's like, I'm gonna figure out how to make an Iron Man suit. on the legit. So you go more like, I almost want to go more like makeup-ish. Is there like a 2-person one?
A 2-person one.
I want to nail that horse. I was almost thinking like xenomorph, like
I was
obviously not the
thinking
queen.
like Witch King from Lord of the Rings.
Oh wow, real original.
Really? How many did you see walking out there when you were trick or treating? Please tell me. I'll keep a tally right here with my pen.
She'll actually pay you $5 for each one you see after 2.
I'll tell you how many Iron Mans I saw.
Yeah. What would be a cool cost? Okay, a small budget, like semi-realistically. Like you put a little time and effort into it. You plan the thing for like 6 months and you're like boom, boom, boom. Because our boy Mr. C, like he spent a bunch of time on the he did Tarman. Like he did a bunch of time into it. Like one where you spend the next 6 weeks on the weekends and you're putting it together, you're spray painting it, you're doing it all up. What do you go as?
See, my problem is that I am not artistic at all. So I feel like no matter how much time I had on a costume, it probably, dude, I dress up as like mime,
A lumberjack.
a lumberjack, a witch. Like these are simple costumes that anyone can do, and that's usually my vibe. Like if I could have somebody else make me a costume,
Okay.
fantastic. But
What are you doing then?
like on Etsy or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know what Sophie would do.
What would she do?
K-pop Demon Hunter.
Yep. She makes us all go as she's like, nope, you're K-pop demon hunter. You're a demon hunter. What do you think?
I mean, like you could do pretty solid costumes for most horror stuff. Like
Yeah.
Michael Myers, you need like a jumpsuit and a mask, and maybe some really tall boots. If you're me, because I'm short.
Like part of me wants to go like Jigsaw so I can ride around on like a large tricycle all night.
Dude, you'd be like 4 blocks behind it. Ben, hurry up.
I can't.
Yeah, but how uncomfortable this is.
Tricycle sucks. Here's the problem that I run into is like whatever I would come up with, I think would be too hot. Like if I was gonna go Kruger, like I want to go like some legit, like 2 hour sit down and get the paint in the prosthetics. I'm like, good Lord, it's gonna be hot in this thing.
Beauty is pain, honey. Chill out. Are you serious? Everyone's heard about like Jim Carrey playing the Grinch, and he had to like get some like Navy SEAL to teach him how to be calm in his makeup. If you want to look good, you gotta play the game.
I do like Pennywise, OG.
Tim Curry.
Yeah,
The new one looks cooler.
he does look cooler, but I gotta give.
He looks scarier for sure. I mean, like some people think that Tim Curry is still scary as Pennywise. Kelly. She still thinks the original Ed miniseries is scary.
Something. Hey, anybody listening? Hit the chats in the comments. Let me know what costume you would want.
And if you think that Tim Curry Pennywise is scary, I'll fill it in for you. No.
But he did something creepy with Pennywise. For 88? Yeah, he did.
Shirley for 88, but like
don't call me Shirley.
It's currently 2025 and it's just not scary, bro.
Oh.
But
are there any monsters or villains that got less scary over time?
Less scary over time?
Yeah. Like, is there like anybody who's less like you need to upgrade, dude?
I mean, Probably like all of them, right? Because back in the day, there was less things that we were like inundated with to
Right.
be scared about, so you don't get like normalized to all this. But like, think about it this way: watch Friday the 13th. It was 1980, whatever, and you're like, "Oh my god, this guy's killing everybody! Oh no!" And then we look at it now, and we're like, "He killed like 2 people. Chill." Like, but to them, that was like,
Yeah.
like poop your pants, like
Yeah.
terror. Go look back at the old school like horror movies in black and white, and you're like, this is not scary at all. This is not.
Right.
You see Psycho,
Mhm.
and you're like, it's interesting for sure, but it doesn't scare you
Right.
because while it's a great piece of cinema, we are more used to that, and we're starting earlier and earlier to understand it.
desensitized to like what used to be, because like Hitchcock used to be like the epitome of like creepy, like of like
Well, it's just human progression. Think about the time, the fastest beat time for the mile, right?
right,
It used to be like 7 minutes. Like, chill. I can run in 7 minutes if I'm being chased by
right,
a, knife wielding maniac. So over time, things just get better and better, and they morph over time, and things that are in the past seem worse or less effective.
Mhm.
Not that there's not some older
Yeah.
movies that are still spooky or scary, but overall,
Yeah.
we're less impressed with that sort of thing. Like, at Liam's age, I would be terrified of the movies that I saw when I was a
Mhm.
kid, and he probably doesn't even blink an eye at
Wow. Unless it's a guy in a weird black and white mask.
I was 10.
them.
To be fair, that's still creepy, man. Like
Which black and white mask guy is this?
Hush, the one.
Oh my god, no.
All right, you can go ahead and finish off the story, Megan.
Wasn't I just reading?
Oh, Lamb's part.
As the night wore on, Megan and Liam reached into their pockets and realized their key was missing. They retracted their steps, only to find the key sitting neatly on the puzzle table in the lobby. The puzzle completed, showing the image of a puppet on a tricycle. Neither of them had touched it. Back in their room, the TV was on, playing loop of static and soft whispers. Liam was unable to make out of the whispers. They're here. The fridge was stocked with cans labeled green plankton, and the mirror had a faint message written in condensation.
Red rum.
Red rum. Megan turned to Liam. Okay, this hotel is definitely leaning into the Halloween theme. Liam nodded. I love it.
That is the end of the story. Would this not be like the coolest hotel to go to be fair?
Yes. If
You're
it
in
was
horror.
all like, yeah.
Well, I mean, you're spectacular. Like, yeah.
Like, if they were able to somehow like like, I don't know. If they're able to get a hotel, I guess probably they would have to book like the entire
Yeah,
hotel,
yeah.
a small hotel, and they could work with the staff there.
Right.
Kind
Kinda like how
at like a La Quinta or something, somebody's gonna throw that theme out the window and be
Right.
like, "Sorry, did you want more towels?" And you're just like, "Oh, this isn't very spooky."
housekeeping. I mean,
Although you could lean into that and be like, "Oh, housekeeping, great."
And then he opens the door. She starts stabbing at you.
Yeah.
So I will go. So there's one clue that has multiple references. And I half meant it, but didn't really mean it. But I think there's about 16. So I'm going to pause it real quick so that we can all discuss and see what you guys come up with, and then we'll come right back to see if you guys actually.
Oh, so we don't give it away to the
Right.
listeners.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna wash my hands.
All right, welcome back.
You guys just missed like 20 minutes of me bitching about
The clue number 2.
clue number 2.
You got them all. It took them. There's a couple hard ones in there. There's some thinkers.
Yeah, for sure.
A couple of them telegraphed quite a bit, but I wanted it to also be kind of fun.
Yeah, there's just a couple gimmies in there, but like a paragraph 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes. Yeah.
If you don't get that one, you've never seen a horror movie in your life.
And like arguably, like he's one of the big 3 of the 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was fun. I don't like it was a different kind of play on the Halloween theme. we did grade, and you guys did get all 16.
It was all Liam. He had all the ideas.
He had most of them.
Yeah.
You had to help him with a couple. There's a couple that I knew were like out there and or old. Like, when's the last time, like, number 15? Like, when's the last time you ever thought about that movie?
Is that right here?
No, the one just before it, The Whispers.
Oh, I mean, that's a big one.
It was, but if you didn't grow up with that movie, you're lost.
I'm surprised. I'll give you guys a little teeny
Yeah.
too. I'm surprised The Exorcist didn't appear on this one.
So I wrote the majority of it, and then I did tweak it through like an AI to kind of help with some of the punching it up. But I believe I put in all the movie references were mine. So I did so AI had to tweak the story to make it a little bit easier, because otherwise, like, you guys hear me read, like, it would have sounded awful. So they touched it up. But I couldn't figure out how to get Exorcist in there.
Yeah.
They go to the party and they see somebody like doing something with a crucifix.
Part of the dinner menu was pea soup.
Oh shoot! That would have. Oh,
I got you.
So overall, Liam, did you enjoy this? Was this a decent idea?
Yeah.
It was kind of fun, different.
Mhm.
I'm not saying we do the exact same thing for Christmas, but
Dude, who even knows the name of enough Christmas movies?
oh, so now you're gonna have to challenge me again.
Like, where It's a Wonderful Life and Santa Claus?
Elf, so now you're gonna get into like Power Man. You're gonna get like
True.
we're gonna get some like obscure stuff, like, oh, Liam fell off the roof and now he got a new job.
Yeah, Liam would have to carry that one though, because I don't think I've seen as many Christmas movies as I've seen horror movies.
So this is just kind of just like a regular story, but do we get more people and then we do like a full like murder mystery radio play and have everybody kind of read their own part? Like, we're all hanging out, opening gifts, and then everybody kind of reads their own, like, their paragraph, and they tell a story, and then
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool, because like it'd be like each person reads a new paragraph and it has more clues in it.
so what's the story look like? Is it like we're missing a toy, or this present? Whose present is this for?
No, it's a marriage of both Halloween and Christmas. Krampus.
Nice. I don't want to steal completely from Tom, Steve, Dave.
Do they do something about Krampus?
They did an episode years ago where they all came up with their own Christmas story, like their own lore, like Krampus.
Right.
So Walt Flanagan did a tongue louse where it would crawl into your, like, a parasitic worm would infect your mouth and make you do weird things and take over your tongue, and you had to cut your tongue out to get rid of it. Q did the dangling saint. So like, if you're like on Christmas Eve, saint ghost would show up and dangle over your bed. So they went obviously more horror theme with it.
Right.
And then Brian Johnson went with Father Blood, where, like, if you weren't a good kid, he'd come by and kidnap you and throw you in a sack.
Basically what Krampus does. That's
Yeah,
such a ripoff.
yeah. But those stories are actually really cool. I'll see if I can find them. But I'm gonna play with some more audio-ish for Christmas. So I got, what, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 6 weeks?
At least 8 weeks,
Yeah.
right? Because
Yeah, because we got,
the entirety of November, and then almost the entirety of.
yeah, and then we got to record, so we'll call it 6 weeks.
Okay.
6 weeks. So I'll throw some ideas together. Another challenge episode. Or if we go back to similar to like the we almost do the thing where, like throughout the episode, we just keep dropping in different toys, and everybody's got to kind of remember which toys were discussed. But then it's like, I don't know what the story looks like or what the conversation looks like, but we'll figure it out. But I do like like holidays are a good challenge episode, like spot. I like it.
Yeah.
So I think that's all we got, man. That was the Whimsy attends the Spooktacular convention.
That was fun. I like that.
I thought it was different. I liked it. It was fun. I like the idea of throwing in the different clues. Some like well known, some a little obscure. Some from like the last one got you. You're like, I think I know what it is, but I came back from like 73 or something.
Well, I knew what it was, but I didn't know what it was called.
Oh yeah, yes.
Because some of them are called something different than what people like think about them.
Yeah, maybe we can come up with our own Christmas lores. Make everybody else come up with one. Lynn, would you come up with a cool Christmas story?
Why not, right?
All right. Well, then we're just fucking stealing straight from Thomas DJ, but fuck them. They don't have they haven't cornered the market on making up lore.
Where's the copyright, guys?
Right. So that is it for the episode. You guys did win your postcards. Congratulations.
Yay.
So it is not impossible. I will play the voiceover one more time. So people who are listening, they can listen to it one more time. There's 16. It went pretty easy.
I would say out of the 16, at least like 10 are pretty easy. Then like another 3 are, if you know horror movies, and then
like you'll know it, but you won't remember what the name is. So we're looking for the name of the movie.
Yeah, 3 are harder. 1 is very, very hard.
So we're not looking for characters. We're looking for names of movie.
Yeah, the official name of the movie.
I'm not going to get crazy with like, I don't think, there's no sequels or anything else. Like, all the names are pretty simple.
It's going to be the first one in the franchise.
Yes.
If there is a franchise.
I think that is it for the 3rd annual Spooktacular, Whimsy Spooktacular, man. I had a good time. I like this.
It was a lot of fun. It was very creative. I like it.
I got to figure out what we do next year.
Well, you have the 365 days.
Let's do it.
Give or take.
All right. So I want to hit the
Spooktacular convention. The 3rd annual Whimsy Spooktacular took our favorite podcasters, Megan and Liam, on a festive fall adventure to the ultimate Halloween convention. This year's event was held at a charming new hotel nestled beside the peaceful waters of Crystal Lake, a name that sounded oddly familiar, though no one could quite remember why. Megan and Liam arrived via Voli Airlines Flight 180, a smooth ride with just a tiny bump of turbulence that made Liam dramatically clutch his armrest and whisper, "This feels like the start of a movie." Megan rolled her eyes and offered him a candy corn. At the airport, they picked up their rental car, a 1958 red Plymouth Fury that looked like it had just rolled off a movie set. It gleamed under the Ohio sun, and while it drove like a dream, Liam swore it purred when he touched the steering wheel. The hotel's address was 428 Elm Street, Springwood, Ohio. Again, something about it tickled the back of their minds, but they chalked it up to coincidence. After all, it's Halloween season, spooky names are part of the fun. The drive to the hotel was scenic and uneventful, though they did pass a small town called Derry, where they spotted a red balloon tied to a storm drain. "That's festive," Megan said. Liam locked the car doors. Upon arrival, they were greeted by Norma, the front desk attendant, with a warm smile and a name tag that read, "Overlook Hospitality." She handed them the key to room 237, a spacious suite with a flat-screen TV, a mini fridge, and a puzzle on the desk. The carpet had a funky geometric pattern that made Liam dizzy if he stared too long. Just minutes after settling in, the room phone rang. Liam answered, and a cheerful voice asked, "What's your favorite scary movie?" followed by a soft chuckle. It was Norma, just checking in to make sure everything was perfect. Her sense of humor was quirky, but charming. The convention was a whirlwind of fun, panels, workshops, and themed activities galore. The highlight was the costume contest on the final night. After a day of panels and checking out the activities, the two became hungry. Dinner was served with flair. The menu featured a playful nod to horror cinema, liver with fava beans and a nice Chianti, though most guests opted for the chicken fingers and mac and cheese. The only rule: no food after midnight. The party was a spectacle. Guests arrived dressed as everything from classic monsters to modern movie icons. The ballroom was decorated with cobwebs, flickering candles, and a fog machine that gave everything a mysterious glow. A vintage TV in the corner played static, occasionally flickering with a black and white image of a well in the woods. Megan, a proud Trekkie, had crafted a detailed costume of her favorite Starfleet captain, complete with a communicator badge and a mask that made her look ready to beam up. Liam went for something a little more nostalgic, a good guy's costume, complete with overalls, red hair, and a plastic toy knife. As the night wore on, Megan and Liam reached into their pockets and realized their key was missing. They retraced their steps, only to find the key sitting neatly on the puzzle table in the lobby. The puzzle? Completed, showing the image of a puppet on a tricycle. Neither of them had touched it. Back in their room, the TV was on, playing a loop of static and soft whispers. Liam was unable to make out the whispers. "They're here." The fridge was stocked with cans labeled green plankton, and the mirror had a faint message written in condensation: red rum. Megan turned to Liam. "Okay, this hotel is definitely leaning into the Halloween theme." Liam nodded. "I love it.